Charlie, send me credit, make a take post. A candle, VCG, PDS, start roll like a candle. A torchlight, flash here, give highlight. You know the scene, you get sorry for me. Man, so every road chaka. If a man try cross, I am born chaka. So, oh, banana, ye chihuahua, don't shout. God will be moved to walk out for you. Don't shout. Baby, you could make a woman take it calm. Don't shout. Now, so I last up as a wound, crimois.
Yeah, another bang that for the street. Don't shout. For the boys, for the girls. Don't shout. You went my 24, I'm with deep. Make you try move your feet. We they come with the heat. Don't shout. Fine girl, now so on 12K. Don't shout. Who could have laptop so on search? Don't shout. Never yet tell you how you go eat. Or brand of the cheap, DJ put on repeat. Don't shout.
Oh yeah, welcome to the Boss Morning Show. Boss with us this morning and Making Money Monday. We'll keep it rolling, y'all. Rock stars, gas station.
Said you looking for a rapper? Well, baby, I'm a rock star. Said you looking for a trapper? Well, baby, I'm a block star. Yeah, I got what you need. All you need is let me turn you on now. I promise the time of your life whenever we get out now. Hey, baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby, go. Baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby, go. Baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby, go. Baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby, go.
She staring at me like she shell-shocked, like she just seen Tupac. She bent it over, then she made it drop, and then I stuck it in the mailbox. Real thick like Latifah. Her girl got a girl like Monifa. I'm on fire, man, I spit ether. Yeah, they want me like the Drake feature. Hey, let me lick that. So sweet like a Fanta. Real juicy Tropicana. Put it in her mouth, that banana. She want a thug in the light, said them blanks ain't in a ride. Hey, she called me over last night, so I came through and gave her that.
Said you looking for a rapper? Well, baby, I'm a rock star. Said you looking for a trapper? Well, baby, I'm a block star. Yeah, I got what you need. All you need is let me turn you on now. I promise the time of your life whenever we get out now. Hey, baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby, go. Baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby, go. Baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby, go. Baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby, go.
Baby, come on over here and get it. Feel it, roll with it. It was softer than some linen last night. It was right, we in tune, satellite. Out of sight, out of mind. I should feel it for the like a summer. I clean it out and flush it. Do it like a new video. Go ahead and bust it for your daddy. Let me get back to the money like I'm Weezy. I ain't never gonna be the one that's gonna take it easy. I'ma get up in the kitty like a checkup from the clinic. When I'm in it, you gon' think it was a never innocent and high. Make you feel it like Bubba Trapper. Yeah, that snapper got me feeling for no reason. Now I pick it up and eat it like I mean it. I don't mean it. That's the way I am, and I ain't never acting. I'm a captain. I'm so certified to make you feel the action like a blessing. You got values, true values. Giselle, Chanel, can't even I stand you.
Well, baby, I'm a rock star. Said you looking for a trapper. Well, baby, I'm a block star. Yeah, I got what you need. All you need is let me turn you on now. I promise the time of your life whenever we get out now. Hey, baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby, girl. Baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby, girl. Baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby, girl. Baby, this a lullaby. Baby, this a rock-a-bye. Baby, girl.
95.7 The Boss. Today is Making Money Monday. We'll keep it rolling, y'all, on this beautiful day. This will go to the sick and shut in. Oh, yeah. If you're locked up, if you're a felon, This is for you. You can vote now. The last day to register is this Friday. Boss with me.
Can't even see my daughter, I don't think it's fair to me. It feel like I gotta die to get someone to care for me. I often wonder why it ain't nobody there for me. Never really had nobody, so support is rare to me. I heard you only get one life and I've been moving carefully. Swear I done been to places people wouldn't dare to be. And I done see some things that I ain't really care to see. I'm a troubled human being and probably need some therapy. Cause nobody intervenes until they see you parachute. I don't want you to wait until I die to cherish me. Cause baby, I'm the king, I can't let you embarrass me. Doing in the head for me, it ain't nobody wears me. See those abusing me, misusing and confusing me. Usually I'm a target, it's like they always choosing me. So I keep my heart guarded so I don't end up losing me. I done been broken hearted before, it's nothing new to me. They thought I was retarded cause I maneuver stupidly. When in my head I thought no one maneuvered as smooth as me. A bunch of people faking, they be acting cool with me. Steady smiling in my face and probably plan on shooting me. Last dude tried to kill me, used to go to school with me. Been no one else in second grade, he really grew me. Now I can't leave the house unless I got that two of me. Be a cold day in hell before I let you fool with me. Girl, you wasting your time if you plan on seducing me. You can shake that booty me, but girl, it ain't amusing me. Baby, I would rather know what can you really do for me. Cause you gotta hit the door if you got plans to ruin me. Can't even see my daughter, I don't think it's fair to me. It feel like I gotta die to get someone to care for me. I often wonder why it ain't nobody there for me. Never really had nobody, so support is with me. I heard you only get one life and I've been moving carefully. Swear I done been to places people wouldn't dare to be. And I done see some things that I ain't really care to see. I'm a troubled human being and probably need some therapy. If you accept me, then accept how I'm living. If you respect me, then respect my decisions. I've been thugging with a passion. There's some things you can't imagine. Got mama telling me I need to move different. I've been tripping. I don't know why me and my daughter so distant. I don't know why they wanna run my image. I know they don't want me completing my mission. Only God is my witness. Yeah. The same people I call family abandoned me. Say they love me and wouldn't lend their open hand to me. So when I'm up and finally able to manage me, I bet I won't forget the things you did to damage me. Saying sorry was just a way that you could banish me. But you can keep them fake apologies you handed me. Slowly but surely becoming the man I plan to be. I got a plan for me, but I don't think you understand. Can't see my daughter, I don't think it's fair to me. It feel like I gotta die to get someone to care for me. I often wonder why it ain't nobody there for me. Never really had nobody, so support is rare to me. I heard you only get one life and I've been moving carefully. Swear I done been to places people wouldn't dare to be. And I done see some things that I ain't really care to see. I'm a troubled human being and probably need some therapy.
95.7 The Boss, y'all. A great grand rising to everybody. What's going on this Making Money Monday? I want you guys to be purposeful. We're not talking about dollars and cents. We're talking about the behaviors that bring dollars and cents, bartering, collaborating, partnering, using collective economics, saving, investing. These are things that we can control. And I guarantee you it will multiply your earnings. I don't care if you are so-called labeled poor, make a difference. Saving, compound interest, all that stuff, it matters. So spend a little time on financial literacy. So you can continue to manifest your greatness. So let's work together. Also, the best system is not capitalism, not socialism, not communism. The best system is mutualism. It's a system where I need you and you need I. Best system, baby. We might as well go back to the Pony Express days where we had the trading posts. I don't know if y'all old enough. You know, from the 1900s. Yeah, I'm from the 1900s. Shouts out to everybody that can hear me. Shouts out to you. Keep your head towards God today. Let's work masterful together. Let's barter, partner, collaborate, use consignment, invest, save, and again, the best system of them all, mutualism, because I need you. Yes, I need you, without a doubt. We got some upcoming events this weekend. We got a 2-on-2 tournament coming on. double elimination. Give my man a call, 402-612-7518. If you want to play on 2-2 tournament this weekend over at the Benson High School. Also, Empowerment Network got a couple of events coming up October 26th. You'll be hearing more about this on the station. Trunk and Treat in the Village. Trunk or Treat in the Village. That's where they have, the young people come down and trick or treat out of trunks, car trunks. Safe event is going to be from 24th of Ohio to 24th in Bernadette. And then on November, North Omaha Education Summit. That's going to be coming up in November. So we'll keep you guys in the 411. Make sure you guys go down to the Fairdale Marketplace. They have about 8-9 businesses down there at the Fairdale Marketplace. So go down there and support 1, 2, 4, about 10 different businesses down there. The anchor business is, of course, Jackson Fairdale Cafe. Want to make sure that you guys go down there and support those businesses this morning. So what else going on is Making Money Monday. It's a beautiful day out there. It's a beautiful weekend. Make sure you guys be purposeful today on working with someone, supporting a family business. Like I said, saving, investing, collaborating, partnering, bartering. That means we have to work together. Special announcement to all artists. Ourself, 95.7 The Boss, have partnered with No Rock, organization that deals with redlining, housing issues here in Omaha. We're collaborating and putting together a Rock the Vote event. Oh yeah, a Rock the Vote event. It's a free event. It's an opportunity where people can come and register to vote if you haven't been registered. If you're a felon, that's an opportunity also. You can vote right now. So we need to get all felons registered because they're eligible to vote. We want to make sure that those that do have a felony can, participate in their constitutional right and vote. They're getting certain rights back. And as a society, these are our brothers and sisters, moms and dad, nieces and nephews, cousins, and we should allow them to, have all rights, especially if they have served their time. That's why they serve their time. And so why continue to punish someone if they have served their time? Why continue to discriminate against felons when they have served their time? This weekend, Wednesday and Thursday, Elks Lounge, 24th and Lake. We're going to have all types of music. I got rock and roll groups we booked. We got Hispanic groups. Oh, yeah. And then, of course, we got the R&B. And so I'm looking for a few more bands, a couple more bands. If you are a band out there and we're looking for another rock and roll band, another R&B band. So if you're a band out there, first come, first serve, we're paying bands $1,000 stipend. Bands have instruments. Yes, they are true musicians. They play instruments. And you can't get nowhere without somebody playing an instrument, singer, rapper. Somebody got to produce the music. And it's usually people that come from bands, those that can play instruments. And so we want to pay them for the compensation, for their dedication to their instrument. So if you are a band, and usually band members have 4 to 5 members. So we're paying $1,000 per band to perform 45 minutes to an hour, either Wednesday or Thursday night. We're going to be at the Elks Lounge from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. And we're going to be, enjoying ourselves, registering people to vote, listening to great music. If you're a comedian, if you are an artist, if you are a poet, we have a $100 stipend for you for a 15-minute performance. Bands we're requiring to perform approximately an hour. And If you are a artist, you can perform for 15 minutes, and we'll pay you $100 stipend. And so if you know someone that does music, they have to be 18 and up. They have to be 18 and up. Well, actually, it's all ages until 9 p.m. All ages until 9 p.m. And then that's when the minors have to leave. So you can bring your minors. There's going to be some 17-year-olds that's going to be turning 18. If not this election, they're going to be turning the next election, city elections in April and May of 2025. So we need to do the work now and prepare for the near future. So come out this Wednesday and Thursday, free concert. Once I get all the bands locked in, we're going to give an announcement who's going to be performing. But I already booked a couple of Hispanic groups already, a rock and roll group, R&B group. We're looking for artists of all genres. I don't care if you do country. It doesn't make a difference. We're going to come together as a community. This is how the Boss do it. This is how 95.7 The Boss does it. We leaders, baby. And we don't let those that are so-called in a hierarchy or got some money to separate us. We're all the same. Anthropology, baby, I just gained from my college. I'm real smart. Shouts out to Midland Lutheran College. I'm real smart over here. This Wednesday and Thursday, free concert to the community. Come on out. Come out and join fellowship. Free food. We have some free food there. I'm going to confirm that. Of course, we're going to be in the X Lounge. You can buy spirits and stuff like that to support a local business also. So if you are an aspiring artist, if we play your music here on 95.7 The Boss, give me a holler, 402-714-6482. I'll be right back with you. Boss with us.
We don't come for trouble. We not here to bring pain. We only want our freedom. We're tired of these games. My people in the struggle. We have so much to gain. Only if we realize we are all the same. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not here for no trouble. I'm just here to explain that my people is tired of brainwashing mind games. From the start, I was told that we was at a disadvantage. Well, if you believe in his story, that was my understanding. We descendants of slaves, but now they keep stressing we free. With all the agendas they still pushing in our communities, the lack of unity like you and I could never be. Subconsciously taught to think my own race is my true enemy. But now I know we guys with mental higher ways of thinking. And we was free before slave ships and Abe Lincolns. And Martin tried to preach, and Malcolm tried to reach us, and Rosa Parks showed us that we really don't have to give our seat up. Somehow we fail to see the power of our true potential, except it's still wanted from people proving that they still against you. We need to heal ourselves before we try to integrate. Remember, everything is not food
We
that
don't
get put on
come
your
for
plate.
trouble. We not here to bring pain. We only want our freedom. We're tired of these games. My people in the struggle. We have so much to gain. But only if we realize we are all the same. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Got our bodies looking de-stressed, mind going crazy. Yeah, what do we do next? Gotta go ahead and get it, push it for a reason. Gotta win and got it for a reason. Yeah, living in the land, got our bodies looking de-stressed, mind going crazy. Yeah, what do we do next? Gotta go ahead and get it, push it for a reason. Gotta win and got it for a reason. My people bleed out, but why we bleed out? Kids is deep, yeah. pain. We all straight out. We're tired of these games. My people in the struggle. We have so much to gain. But only if we realize we are all the same. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Stay tuned. We got Councilwoman Johnson coming at 8:30. Tulsa City Politics, y'all. Remember, felons can vote. Boss with us.
Enjoy the pleasure. You don't stop and keep it going. We can make it last forever. I can run with you all night. We gonna have a good time. She's giving me a good vibe. And you got me what you want. And all I wanna do is enjoy the pleasure of you. Hey baby, bring it on to me. I want your kiss, your love, your touch, girl, everything. You got me caught in the moment. The way you're pushing all up on it. And it's in my system. And while we slow grind, baby, just listen. I can see it in your eyes. You're in another world. There's no one else around. It's just me. Just lay your head down and be free with me. Baby, I'm all yours tonight. Girl, you got me where you want. And all I wanna do is enjoy the pleasure of you. Don't stop and keep it going. We can make it last forever. I can run with you all night. We gonna have a good time. She's giving me a good vibe. And you got me where you want. And all I wanna do is enjoy the pleasure of you. Hey baby, bring it on to me. You're looking real good with your freakum dress on. The closer we get, girl, it's turning me on. A couple more shots and we both lit. Throw it to me, baby, I know what to do with it. Cause I got the city in my system. And while we slow grind, baby, just listen. Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. You're in another world. There's no one else around. It's just me. Just let your head down and be free with me. Baby, I'm all yours tonight. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And there's a full moon. Let yourself be down. When the stars come down. And there's a full moon, let yourself be down. Oh, and there's a full moon, let yourself be down. Oh, and there's a full moon. Girl, you got me where you want. And all I wanna do is enjoy the pleasure of you. Don't stop and keep it going. We can make it last forever. I can run with you all night. Good time. She's giving me a good vibe. And you got me where you want. And all I wanna do is enjoy you.
Warrior sound cry war. Warrior sound cry war. Lit like get let go. Moving that one like mo. Warrior sound cry war. Warrior sound cry war. Lit like be let go. Moving that one like mo. Warrior feel like me. Earthman say la bird. Earthman can't find pace. My pace is still be scared. Can't stop living like golden. With the fan bell running, we rollin'. Polish like living like golden. Polish style living like golden. I wake up, I feel like I'm chosen. My life golden, the crown in the Rolex. Hearing my ancestors chant. They like we stolen, we back to collect. I need the same gold around my neck. Got me a pit, put a thorn in that beat. Yeah, we the shit, we just masking the scene. My bro, he a savage, his name on the list, he get nice with the pen. I feel the spirit blowing in the wind, working even when the moon ain't lit. Some the slaves to the game, but we own our own masters and whips. Warrior sound cry war. Warrior sound cry war. Lit like get let go. Moving that one like mo. Warrior sound cry war. Warrior sound cry war. Lit like be let go. Moving that one like mo. Warrior feel like me. Earthman say la bird. Earthman can't find pace. My pace is still be scared. Can't stop living like golden. With the fan bell running, we rollin'. Polish like living like golden. Polish style living like golden. I can't come, guess my time has arrived. Couple prints of original rise. My ancestors told me you wait to kill Kobe. You know my next move in the surprise. I'm about to slide at the village. I got my eye on y'all purpose. All you need for there's a creation. Spirit culture got separated. This is a war zone where my banshee sound of a battle cry. Raining, dancing, came with arrows and guys in the matches. Holding my ground 10 toes. Warrior sound cry war. Warrior sound cry war. Lit like get let go. Moving that one like mo. Warrior sound cry war. Warrior sound cry war. Lit like be let go. Moving that one like mo. Warrior feel like me. Earthman say la bird. Earthman can't find pace. My pace is still be scared. Can't stop living like golden. With the fan bell running, we rollin'. Polish like living like golden. Polish style living like golden.
Let the bass drop. And throw you around, snatch your cat back, honey, throw them cheeks to the ground. Let the beats rock. It's on your hips. Now I got you dirty, running with some aggressiveness. Yeah. And let the song play, cause it's feeling kinda good, like a mini escape. Let me live it up. Ain't no stopping me now. I'm too deep in the zone to leave it alone. Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Throw them cheeks to the ground. Throw them cheeks to the ground. Throw them cheeks to the ground. Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Throw them hips to the ground. Throw them hips to the ground now. This is the time to lose your mind. If it feels right, get up. Don't let time fly. Grab a hold of the night. And if your grip is tight, won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Throw your shoulders around. Throw your shoulders around. Throw your shoulders around. Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Though you're knocking around. Though you're knocking around now. Let the ladies rock. Cause we're getting it on. And there ain't no way to stop us cause we're setting the tone. Let the fits pop. Cause we're slaying them down. And if you ain't noticed, honey, we like wearing the crown. Yeah. Let the people talk. Cause we know they like the sound of the way their voices is carrying now. Let it all drop. Let it all fall down. We just want one night with no problems around here. This is the time to lose your mind. If it feels right, get up. Don't let time fly. Grab a hold of the night. And if your grip is tight, won't now. Let the beat down. Throw your hips to the ground. Throw your knocking around. Let the legs round. Throw your cheeks to the ground. Throw your shoulders around. Let the beat down. Throw your hips to the ground. Throw your knocking around. Yeah. Follow me now. Don't you follow me now. Let the beat drop. Throw your hips to the ground. Throw your knocking around. Let the legs rock. Throw your cheeks to the ground. Throw your shoulders around. Let the people talk. Dive to the ground. Throw your knocking around. This is the time to lose your mind. If it feels right, get up. Don't let time fly. Grab a hold of the night. And if your grip is tight, this is the time to lose your mind. If it feels right, get up. Don't let time fly. Grab a hold of the night. And if your grip is tight, you got to want to live it up. You got to want to get on up. You got to want to live it up. You got to want to get on up.
Rolling deep in these streets like the Taliban's. I slaughter, dog, I gotta go harder. Holding heat until I blow like a cylinder daily. I paid me to provide as a father. Doing what I can, showing them a better man. Hustle a little faster, pray a lot harder. Till I got bread in my hand like dividends. Till I'm just hustling to touch and make a rubber bands. Without losing my kids and losing contraband. You understand what I'm stressing, man. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of life. And everybody keeps on saying.
Not because I thought you had me sad, even though you sure we could have had it all, but all you saw was you. You got too far inside my head, and you play me. I've been trying with my heart, living this life from the very start. I know one thing that's for sure. The more they try to stop me, the more that I'm gonna go.
I got C's, they got D's, no Similac. Ain't shit for free for me, no simping that. Luxury seem like a dream, give me some of that. Unity be one thing, I know my people lack. What's ridicule if you lashes across the back? Crossover never crossed out, the thinking for the pack. Left a board, return the man with a plan. I think God forgive me one time,
we
man, but I'll get you back.
But all you saw was you. You got too far inside my head, and you play me. And all because I thought you had me sad, even though you show no trace at all.
Baptized in dirty water. I never stopped until the cash came. Off the porch with the torch in the fast lane. I never stopped until the cash came. Broke outside, written in the pouring rain. Getting it out the mud like Shrek. Whole onions, packed and wrapped on donkey back. I want the money, y'all can have the fame. I never stop, just hustle till the cash came. I'm a ogre, getting it out the mud like Shrek. Whole onions, packed and wrapped on donkey back. On my way to the castle, I'm feasting on sewer rat. Can't wait to slay the dragon and get Fiona back. High stakes, high reward. Cop Snow White cooked up 7 dwarfs. Mama say be a leader, not a follower, boy. This Peter Pan peanut butter got us ballin', boy. A pot of pissing, so I'm out the window. Fully loaded extendo hanging out the rental. Dog food, I need my bits and kibbles. Bad news, I'm out the Vic kennel. My mama never knew about my hustle nor my whereabouts. Dope fiend rentals or the contraband in her house. All I knew was go and get it. The lights were out, fiending for the money, yeah, gritting foaming out the mouth. I never stopped until the cash came. Off the porch with the torch in the fast lane. I never stopped until the cash came. Broke outside, gritting in the pouring rain. Getting it out the mud like Shrek, whole onions. Packed and wrapped on donkey back. I want the money, y'all can have the fame. I never stop, just hustle till the cash came.
On my visit to the council, and me and Dara put them like they turbulent. Man, I want that 5, I want that whole 10. I send that shit across the border like a Mexican. So you get where I'm from, they call that traps again. If you don't work, you don't eat, and that's common sense. Money on my mind, man, and how to get it. 12 ways to get fame, man, I'm all with it. Shovel in the dirt because I dig hard. My girl lucky in the bed because I stay hard. Running through the streets like a dog off the leash. Half man, half a mason, but I'm all beast. Foaming at the mouth, it's time to eat. So we work of the dog when I show my teeth. Foaming at the mouth when it's time to eat. So we work of the dog when I show my teeth. What? I never stopped until the cash came. Off the porch with the torch in the fast lane. I never stopped until the cash came. Broke outside, gritting in the pouring rain. Getting it out the mud like Shrek, whole onions. Packed and wrapped on donkey back. I want the money, y'all can have the fame. I never stop, just hustle till the cash came.
Never cared to me. All my friends were secret TT Don Bob that sent me back to live with mama. I'm focused on my vision. That's when I'm at my hip. That Illinois bringing all the noise, nigga. Put me in that blue bomb and taught me how to talk. He never touched you. Close your mouth. Open your ears. See, you can't have my back unless your mind is clear. I'm sticking to the money that is thick. Survival of a boom, no hesitation. Never think I'm missing money. I go to my hustle. Move that man about the way. Can't bring it back and butter. Mississippi, what they call me. Hear me when they walk in. Tell me never stop. I come out swinging. If I'm back against the wall, yeah, I'm never done with dusting. I got a bone. Going stupid dumb. Too bad when I'm that go for my and that go for my too. Never change a soul. Every day they judging you. Mama wrote the chronicles and that's who I've been honest. Close your mouth. Open your ears. See, you can't have my back unless your mind is clear. You can't have my back unless your mind is clear. I'm getting to the mind.
I'm the leader of the trap. Yes, I am. 180 grams each bag. Coca gang name bless me with the patch. Now when the wheels looking like sack. Got a couple shooters down here out of KC. Plus more down the street ain't even 18. Real killers round me with the red beans. One bags full of ass in that Billy Jean. Back down smart, only 29. Hit my phone, tone if you need a line. Turn my famo flip, ask them how to pass move. Cause I'm the leader of the trap. I'm the leader of
trap while the packs move. The packs move. The packs move. I'm the leader of the trap movement. The trap movement. The trap movement. Cause I be in the trap while the packs move. The packs move. The packs move. 89 crack packs, man, I'm booming. Leader of the pack gang, it's a movement. Gang over everything, moving units. That we be selling, got them grooving. I keep a bad around me looking juicy. In the telly group, we trying to make a move. Other niggas, I ain't buzzing unless that money coming. Brown blood, nigga out here really thugging. Keep a shooter on the deck in a black tank. Leg shot, head shot, we don't aim for test. Catch me out here looking stunning in that SS. Little Bobby, it's the gang out the year track. I'm the leader of the trap movement. The trap movement. The trap movement. Cause I be in the trap while the packs move. The packs move. The packs move. I'm the leader of the trap movement. The trap movement. The trap movement. Cause I be in the trap while the packs move. The packs move. The packs move.
Is a bunch of police, can't escape me. It's like they put us onto a leash, living under their control. Where's the freedom of peace? Look around as I see violence, followed by silence. The voice of women crying, another son dying. I ask myself, why never stop replying? Look at where I'm living, see the circumstances given. High unemployment rate, man, that's money people giving. So only way to get it is illegal by condition. This leads us into grave, will give people a conviction. And next thing you know, people on their way to prison. Listen, hear my position, cause what I'm saying, ain't no freedom for a slave but a brother, man. We go to work, giving money to another man. We go to work and somehow still end up struggling. Whether meals or us bills, gotta feed our kids. Single mothers on the rise, belly at the crib. Hustling, trying to provide food inside the fridge. See, as a child, he only feels that's just how it is. Crazy, man, I ain't proud of this curse come birth in. My mama had to struggle, I had seen that first sin. Yeah, she bounced back, but it still got worse until we met. Saying your parents become divorced, man. Making it harder, truly taking it farther. Mama doing it on her own, feeling a vacated father. But I came back, even though they not on the same track. I'm blessed, cause I was almost tempted to sling crack. Cause I was tired of hurting, but it was not for certain that I would be successful, might as well just close the curtain. But then I just adapted, saying I always wasn't working. Grabbed the book and started reading on black and European. Which doors I stay looking for facts I kept on needing. Could I become successful cause I'm black and well seasoned? Hell yeah. Look at Black Wall Street, man. 1921 in Tulsa where Black Wall Street in. And they had dropped the bomb on it. May I call the run on it. But blacks could bring it back once again. We done it. They don't want what come from it. No doubt they'll confront it. They ain't feeling comforted. The will best converted. Cause we gon' will again. The people once ruled the land. From out of Kivu land, Africa we once had been. A place full of riches. King, queens were witness. Old King Selassie once called Leech Tafari. Something they didn't teach you. Many lies they had speak through. To keep you as a slave, hoping that you wouldn't seek truth. Trying to dumb you down, saying we uneducated. But damn, the stuff they teach you, we created. Like man trying to commit. Science further by Moors, first writing was Phoenician. Discovered at the core, Africa the land of riches. America we live in poor, not fictitious. They treat us like fishes, money the law. Are we free? Cause we slaves to death. Look at our finance. We speak, the IRS keep us in silence. Taking taxes, we barely making past it. Time drastic, resorting to defiance. By any means, anything to be seen. Moving out of broken apartments, living life out of shame. In the ghetto, same scene like out of the ghetto. Little girls who 13 walk around in stilettos. Got music talking about guns, popping pills for fun. Selling inside of the market for meals or some. People talking about sex, knowing deals to come. On my bar, STDs, highest rates enough. It's ridiculous, but they say that we ain't slaves. Get more money we receive, and less money is gave to our community. People living life with impunity. Meanwhile, people feeling sick, started killing quick. I can nearly sit, but I would rather take a stand. So I take a pen, writing how we on taking land. With this enslaving man, I wonder as I sit and ponder. Forget slavery, I kinda trying to have it done for. Yeah, T-Bone, The Awakening, 2017. We gon' rise, my people. Yeah, we gon' rise. We gon' rise. T-Bone now.
New York bangers, big bitty bad, big city. Who got the bigger world? Big the pretty on tsunami, that's a good kitty. Pretty face, long hair, that's a good fitty. Look at that, I thought he in the hoodie red. Hit the model chicken down, she throw that good at that. Shorty like the ski like a mini man. Penny in the leg, toting plenty. It's in Miami, toting plenty. It's the Queens, toting plenty. It's some in the A, shaking plenty. Put the in the face and do a mini blast. Go tsunami on it. Go tsunami on it, nami on it. Shorty 5'3" and stupid. She be chillin' in Miami and she live. Go tsunami on it. Bad. Go tsunami on it. Shorty 5'3" and stupid. She be chillin' in Miami and she live.
She let me know she wanna get it jumpin'. So I let her know I wanna hit the pumpkin. And then she let me know she wasn't with the front end. Well, get with it, honey, let me hump it. Plump like a plum lady, let me put my thumb in it. Go and throw my bone in the box like I'm done with it. Dome, no I don't, tell her stop cause she done with it. Home like I know she a thought, but the butt with it. And I ain't gotta call her my boo, cause as bad as I wanna, that means she wanna too. I come at her too, I get it crackin', running her through. She ready to go, that means you can run too. Hey.
Go tsunami on it. Go tsunami on it, nami on it. Shorty 5'3" and stupid. She be chillin' in Miami and she live. Go tsunami on it. Go tsunami on it. Shorty 5'3" and stupid. She be chillin' in Miami and she live.
Ride on this poke, come off of that mouth. Don't act like you don't know what to do with that rope. There's her ring is that catch up. Yes, I'm a nip. Nah, throw that back when you see a trip. Guaranteed to make it clap when she twerking on the run it for a plate. I call it booty all day, booty every day.
Go tsunami on it. Go tsunami on it, nami on it. Shorty 5'3" and stupid. She be chillin' in Miami and she live. Go tsunami on it. Go tsunami on it. Shorty 5'3" and stupid. She be chillin' in Miami and she live.
All right, Omaha, the birds of blood, tsunami. Oh, we've been having a lot of hurricanes for sure. I think they call it tsunamis on a different coast. They call them hurricanes here, or maybe they call them typhoons. I think that's what it is.
Oh, typhoon.
Yeah, I think hurricanes and typhoons are the same thing. They just call them different. It depends on where you're in the world.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah. Omaha, the birds of blessed. Today is Making Money Monday. We don't talk about dollars and cents. We talk about the behaviors that bring dollars and cents, like bartering, collaborating, partnering, investing in each other, saving, consignment. Also using the best system of them all. It's not capitalism. It's not communism. It's not socialism. It's mutualism. It's a system where you need I and I need you. It's kind of like the back in the trading post days. You know what I mean? When what's that? The Pony Express went around in his horse dropping off mail, and everybody in the community gathered at the trading post because they traded, products, services, and skills. similar to what the Amish does today. So we need to get back to that. One way to do it is to get some good politicians in there. Oh yeah, without a doubt. They control everything, especially on a local side. And since the Supreme Court starts out to Nebraska Supreme Court, we're gonna keep y'all in there. We're gonna vote y'all, we'll keep y'all in there. For going along with the voters of Nebraska and uphailing the voters' acknowledgement that those that have felons have already paid their time, and it should get an opportunity to get their rights back.
Right.
And so this is going to be, hold on one second. This is going to be a game changer in the local elections. Tens of thousands of felons are going to be able to vote here in Dulles County. It's going to be a game changer on the local elections. Federal election might, a little dent, but on a local election, it's going to be a great effect. A great effect. And so we got to start in the house. We got our councilwoman in the house. I want her to introduce herself. I'm gonna let her take the mic over. The council meeting is tomorrow. We want to see what's on the agenda, anything we got to be aware of, or anything that we need to go down there to support,
Right.
or stop. But we got to be in the room. So how you doing, councilwoman?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing fine. Go ahead, take the mic. It's your show, baby.
All right. Wow. Okay. So, Mr. King mentioned that this is Making Money Monday. He gave some characteristics of how you could go about making money. One of those things that he forgot to add in the 21st century is having a positive attitude. When we claim things, when we speak on things, we bring them into existence. So if I have the mindset that it's not coming my way, well, guess what? It's not coming my way. So I'm going to add a different spin to this. When making money Mondays, we need to have the right attitude.
Right.
You got to have the right attitude. And everything is yours when you have the right attitude. We will come across folks that will encourage us that perhaps that's not possible. But let me assure you, if you put your mind to something, it can happen, will happen. You just need to put the energy forward and strive on that recognition, and the outcome is yours.
Without a doubt. So, man, are you happy felons are voting now?
Are we what?
Are you happy that felons are
Yeah.
And actually, Nebraska and Omaha is the only place in America that have extended voting to their citizens this year. We're the only place in America. Did you know that?
I didn't, but are we the only place in America that had that as a challenge?
No. We're the only one that have defeated that challenge and allowed felons to vote right away. The only place in America where we have extended the voting opportunity to their citizens. And I want to thank everybody that fought, struggle for their brothers and sisters that had repented because they served their time. And so it's just another example that I keep telling you, if anything's going to happen, if the world's going to change, it's going to start right here in Omaha, Nebraska. And by showing love to your brothers and sisters, by allowing them to vote, that's incredible. Where other places all over across America, they're suppressing people vote. Here in Omaha, we have allowed our brothers and sisters vote, and that's incredible. It's going to change the local elections because there's tens of thousands of people that are now eligible to vote. It's going to be a game changer, without a doubt. So politicians are going to have to, I think, campaign a little bit different.
I would think so.
I mean, because that's a class of people that people have forgotten or discriminated against, but now there are they can vote just like you and I, which is good.
Absolutely. I mean, anyone that is operating in our city, they make a difference. They get in and out of the community. That's in a positive direction or a negative direction, the bottom line is they are in our community, and quite naturally, we want everyone to succeed.
Without a doubt.
And so, if we are disenfranchising individuals from voting, that really isn't a benefit for us, any of us,
Mm-mm.
because again, they're living, breathing, walking, talking in our communities, and of course, we want to uphold what their opinions are. No
Mhm.
better way to do that, but to give them the opportunity to vote so that they can express their voices.
Without a doubt. Is there anything that we need to be looking out for on the horizon for our statues or?
We're coming to a fiscal year ending, so things are pretty much wrapping up.
Mhm.
I can't stress the importance of everyone coming to City Council if possible at 2 o'clock on Tuesday.
Mhm.
Also, following the agenda to look at things that might float your boat, if you will,
Right.
and also just to get you prepared for when things come in your area that may be impactful to you, so that you already have a game plan as to how you might want to either support that initiative
Mhm.
or not support that initiative. Our impact in terms of what our outcomes are just primarily based upon our strategies and how we process, how we deal with things that are presented to us.
Mhm.
And so we want to get a playbook as to what and how rules are played before they actually happen to us, so that we can best prepare ourselves for best outcomes.
Mhm.
So again, if you're not able to come to City Council, please look at the agenda. Please review the video when the meeting after the meeting is conducted,
Uh-huh.
and just grab hold of all of that information. It's rich information. Again, may not be applicable to you today, but it could be in tomorrow. Want you to be able to utilize all of the resources that you have. And again, if you can't come to the meeting, read about it, listen to the video, discuss it with other people.
Mhm.
I remember when I was growing up, since politics was something that was very much encouraged, we pretty much like folks have conversations regarding Cornhuskers. You know how we dive into these meat discussions about what the Cornhusker is doing, what they're not doing. When they have a game, we talk about what how what their successes was, what their failures was, and we just talk about it naturally. It's not a forced conversation.
Right.
So when we're talking about city council, we should be having those conversations just as though we have those conversations regarding the Cornhusker, the same logic, the same uh, intensity regarding that effort should be the same as it relates to the city council.
Yeah, without a doubt. So we got to stay in the 411 so we can be active. Your presence actually makes a difference. Your presence actually makes a difference. Don't go by hearsay.
Yeah,
Do not go by hearsay. When you show up and testify, or just even show up and just be silent, it makes a difference too. Those other was it 7 board members or 6?
we have a total of 7.
Yeah,
Yes,
that need our support. It takes what 4 votes in order to pass a statute or to move.
most statues. Yes,
So our councilwoman has to convince 3 other councilmen or women, to advocate, for her vision. And so it's necessary that we show up because those individuals are influenced by the concern that we show on those issues.
exactly. So, yeah, I couldn't say that or stress that more important than what you just said. When we are at the city council meeting, you may not be fast on your feet as far as speaking is concerned. So let's not let that be a barrier for us not to show up at the meeting. Many times it's just the overall sense of if we have a large presence of a particular item or several items that's on the agenda, that too sways the vote. We may dedicate or and we may identify 3 or 4 people to carry that message up to the mic. But again, that's 3 or 4 people. And then just imagine how that 3 or 4 people, I'm going to go back to that sports analogy. Who sets up the touchdown? It's a collective group, and then there's only 1 or 2, 3 people that significantly, most often than not, that actually takes that ball across that finish line.
Right.
But yet it is the collective effort of all the people on that particular team.
Right. Yeah, but I doubt teamwork makes the dream work. Johnny Rogers always said that if it's not big enough if you're doing it by yourself.
Right.
Um,
Besides that, no one, when you're talking about a community, when one person speaks about something, it's very hard to convince others that are on a mission to think in opposition that that community really is in support or not in support of based upon one perspective. So in order to convince a argument, you have to have several people because several people will be impacted.
Right.
So if you only have one person, then one argument could be, well, only this one person is concerned about that. Why is no one else concerned? So maybe it's just a personal thing versus a large thing. So again, we need to be concerned about. It's great to have one spokesperson, if you will. However, it doesn't have the leverage or the intensity that is very much needed or recognized as opposed to having a large group. Like, when we see people, I remember when Obama was he was the president, and many times you would see when he had speaking engagements, press conference, you didn't see him go up to the mic by himself. He had other people in the background with him. And that was showing a symbolic suggestion that, hey, although I am the head of this nation, I am not doing this alone. This is the backbones of what the American people want.
Right.
And so he always presented that viewpoint or the optics of that togetherness. And that was, I have to believe that was the reason why he did that.
Okay, without doubt, teamwork. It takes a collective. And wearing my college uniform, and I got a chance to hang out with my coach. He's like a surrogate father, but it took teamwork. It takes great advice along the way because sometimes we might want to make selfless or selfish decisions, and it goes against the team. One instance, I was about to quit school, and my coach came to me and said that I would be doing a disservice to my mother. And so sometimes it takes individual counseling like that within a team to keep the team together.
Right.
Because sometimes we do have weak links per se. We got to find those weak links and find what's going to make that weak link strong.
Right.
And sometimes it takes good advice. Sometimes it takes support, sacrifice. Sometimes it takes investing in that teammate per se.
Right.
Like I said, we can't do anything alone. We have families for a reason. Men and women come together to have children for a reason.
Right.
We do it together.
Right. Now, back in the 60s, we had large families because we had the responsibility of being sharecroppers.
Sharecroppers.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
And in order to carry that heavy load, we had to have the workforce, right?
Right.
And the family was that workforce, right? And that's how we were able to feed our families back then.
Right. well, we need to have some more kids now, so get some more people out there in the workforce. But these days is totally different. Inflation, taxes. Uh, Nebraska is one of the most taxed state in the union.
Mhm.
How do you feel about some of these initiatives? We're gonna have to have some of the people come in and explain some of these initiatives on the black ballot. I know that's probably not in your sphere.
Yeah, well, my thoughts on the initiatives is that please, please do your homework on these initiatives. Some of the languages that are presented in the petition itself is somewhat trickery, misleading, not clear, things like that. And in those instances where you have not done your homework, I would suggest that you vote no. If you don't know what you're voting on, then your answer should be no, not yes. Why would you vote yes for something which you have no knowledge of what's being talked about or
Right,
discussed?
right.
So to me, if you're not going to do your homework and you're going to the polls and and something is being presented to you and you know nothing about it, the safer vote is to vote no for that.
Okay, all right.
That will also force the writers of these ballots and these initiatives to do a little bit more clearer messaging when they're creating these ballots so that everyone can understand fully
Mhm.
what they're reading and so that they can make informed decisions.
So why who write these initiatives? Is it left to government officials? Is it a particular party? Because it's like the public want these initiatives, or a certain entity want these initiatives. Why do we allow trick language, to confuse people? Is that on the election commission? Or do you even know that? Maybe I should have asked the election commission system.
Depending on who is the maker of the change.
Okay.
Okay, so they present the language, if you will, and then the election commissioner's office ultimately makes the final say.
Okay.
And so again, I would remind us that we had an initiative that went through some several years ago where we voted on not being concerned about equal opportunity as it relates to small emerging businesses.
Uh-huh.
And people in communities where the poverty level of 20,000 a year are mostly impacted by that decision.
Mhm.
And there were those individuals that went to the polls and voted on that initiative, and they had no idea what they were voting on.
Right.
So again, we have to be cautious about what we're doing with our vote. If we don't know what the language is, if it's not been vetted, it's not very clear, then vote no. If you're not going to take the time to read about it before you go to the poll, vote no. Especially this time, this ballot season, there is what, over 20.
It's a lot. I mean,
And that can be overwhelming for
yeah.
someone who has not done their homework prior to going to the poll.
I mean, that's a lot of homework, though. 20 initiatives, and then these initiators don't come back. I mean, really don't explain it. They try to manipulate in order to, similar to the affirmative action way back when this was like in the 90s when the black guy came here talking about affirmative action. Then they put it on the ballot. It was very confusing, and black people voted to take away their own freedoms away based off the language because it's so confusing.
Right. And so there again, the onus is on us, the people.
Mhm.
If you don't understand what is being presented to you, then vote no.
Okay. Yeah, sure. That's some great advice. If you don't understand, vote no. I mean, I think that's sound advice. Why move something forward if you don't know what you're moving forward? Um, oh man, our goal is to maybe have someone in, maybe from the election commission again, to explain some of these initiatives or some of these initiators that have put it on the ballot. Um,
Yeah, so I think that's worthy, but the reality at this point,
mhm.
um we have what, less than 30 days before November the 5th, and we have the ability to do early ballot.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw last week in the state of Georgia, for the first time, record keeping in one day, they had over 3,000 votes that were submitted by ballot.
Okay.
In
By
the
early
mail.
ballot?
Early
Okay.
ballot, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's popular for those that want to vote early. We have a large elective, but only what, 25% of the people voted last time. Probably less than that.
Uh-huh.
Um, turnout is really the key because Democrats and Republicans are almost equal as far as registered voters.
Right.
Independent also, but Democrats and Republicans are pretty much even.
Okay.
The um, independents and the other parties kind of tilt the difference. Bacon, Vargas said they like this environment because, well, Bacon especially, since he's been the leader, he said that you actually get more done in this environment versus a all partisan environment where it's all Democrat
Uh-huh.
or heavily all Republican, because they stand on their grounds and they don't have to listen to other supporters because they have the majority. But here in Omaha, no one has a majority. You actually have to work with each other. You
Mhm.
actually have to work across the aisle, similar to what you guys do at the city council, what they do at the unicameral. We actually work together here, even though we do have our differences. What are some of your obstacles that you have gone through? What any obstacles that have been put in your path that intentionally or unintentionally that you had to find ways to succumb or overcome?
Well, in District 2, probably all over the world, we have situations where we have cliques.
Mm-hmm.
People gravitate to others based upon their familiarity with one another.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the challenges that I have incurred has been based upon a preconceived notion that I was this
Mm-hmm.
when I was not.
Right.
Okay. And, I remember when I was a kid, my parents always told me, um, you should only judge someone based upon your knowledge.
Right.
I thought that as kids, when we were, as kids, we kind of overcame that philosophy of hearing things from in the middle of the street, if you will, and then believing that to be true.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that when you became an adult, you were able to discern good information from bad information.
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes even as adults, we still kind of allow ourselves to let others persuade us a different path or a different viewpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would say that sometimes I may enter the room and there's already these preconceived notions of who I am.
Right.
When you haven't even given me an opportunity to see who I was.
Right. I encourage us to get to know each other because when we assume we make an ass out of you and me, that's what I heard. So it's best to to be factual. I know for a fact I get microaggressions, and I know the councilwoman get microaggressions. And that's why I mentioned it because, but she still walks in that room. She still walks in that room.
But I walk in that room because a majority of my constituents face the same thing that I face
Right.
every single day in their prospective places.
Mm-hmm.
So, as the leader, I have an obligation to lead by example.
Right.
Okay, so I believe that that I've been placed in this position to uplift my community by example, by showing my community that despite the many challenges one might face based upon unfair practices or unfair conceptions, you still can navigate and walk around and still accomplish what is required of you to do.
Now, elections coming up, you know, you mentioned clicks. You know, some people will support you, some people won't support you because their candidate didn't get in. That also concerns me from a citizen standpoint because if you put in roadblocks in front of our politician, so she don't know things, so she can't take advantage of making our total community better, then you're part of the problem also. You're part of the problem also. So if your candidate lost, suck it up. You know
Well,
what I
we're
mean?
all in this together.
Yeah, without doubt.
Yeah.
Because everybody don't like bacon, but bacon has made some great decisions for us.
Well, you know, yesterday I got to listen to Pastor Allen at
Okay.
Zion Baptist Church.
Okay, I like Brother Allen. Yeah.
And they had at St. Mark, and I have to give a shout out to the ministers in our community. Most recently, I have seen them come together.
Right.
More so than previous years.
Right.
And so they had a fest or some, I don't know the exact term, but there were a total of 4 different pastors that came together and had an evening service yesterday in which Pastor Allen was the guest speaker.
Okay.
And the moral to his story was that we all need to work together. That was the moral of his story. He went so far as to giving some examples of the fact that when one person has a goal, an objective, if they don't communicate that goal, objective to, let's say, the community, then it could be very feasible that there are other people that's working on that same goal.
Without doubt.
So by sharing, communicating that that is your goal, and also enlightening others that that's your goal, that gives you more people to work on the same goal.
Right.
Okay. As opposed to separately working on the same one goal. And so he kind of put that into perspective that we can get things much faster done when we collectively work and pool our resources together.
Yeah, without doubt.
And I thought that was admirable because I'm like, okay, so Pastor Allen tackled that difficult conversation because we know in our community that oftentimes we're operating on a one-man drummer syndrome,
right?
Where we have this grandiose idea that we can do whatever we need to do by ourselves. But at the end of the day, I've never seen any victory that happened and it was by the direct effort of one person. I've never seen it throughout history.
Not even in individual sports, you have a coach, you have other teammates that support you. So it's like you say, you have a collective. Even in individual sports, you still have someone teaching you.
Right.
So they just don't see the teaching.
Right.
A lot of times.
Right.
Or the instruction or whatever. So like I said, no one does nothing alone. Even a child is nurtured by his mom. Everyone learns. Even a preacher listens, so he or she learns, so they can know what sermon is related to your ailment or your success. So,
I thought that message was well thought out. It couldn't have come at a better time than such a time as this. Wow. I mean,
Well, collective economics, and that's why we call it Making Money Monday. Those are one of the behavioral things that we can do behaviorally that's going to bring dollars and cents. You know what I mean? Collaborate, partnering, use of consignment, bartering. those things, as the councilwoman also mentioned, those are behavioral things that when we come together, work together, it's going to manifest. I had we're going to be celebrating our 10th year anniversary and 15th year anniversary. And this white gentleman, or my Caucasian brother, they gave me my first computer. I knocked on the door. They had a computer store on 50th and Grover. I didn't know him. I told him my dream. And they gave me my first computer, and they fixed it to
your specifications.
Yes. And his name was Steve, and then his father-in-law's name is Steve, and we became we got a great bond. He's actually the president of my nonprofit now.
Okay.
And he's dealing with some health issues, but he told me this story, and I want to tell you guys this story because we don't want to miss out on opportunities of greatness. We are atoms. Our bodies are made up of molecules of atoms, atoms. And he said, atoms speed by, and
millions seconds.
We spin, we fly by each other. But every once in a while, two atoms collide, and they create greatness. They create providence. And so we got to allow each other. We got to allow ourselves to collide with other atoms, like myself and Councilwoman are colliding, and the conversation is bringing greatness, so other people can take advantage of this conduit of information.
Right.
Per se. That's what I'm talking about. When two atoms collide, when two people collide, it can create greatness.
Right.
Especially if that's in your plans.
Right. But you have to have an open mind in order for that to happen. And that's why it's so important to be free of judgment. It's very, because that robs creativity.
Right. I love to hear all answers, regardless if you perceive it right or wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Really is no wrong answer.
Right.
It really isn't.
Right. Yeah, that's why I say other people's perception if it's wrong or right.
Right.
Because there's no dumb question.
Right.
If you have it in your mind, ask it.
Right.
Other people, like you said, probably had the same questions. They just haven't asked it.
Right. They weren't comfortable enough to say it. And then there's a lot of people that go into a room and they come out and they're like, "Did you get that? Did you understand what they was just talking about?" I mean, why didn't they? How come they were not bold enough to say, "Hold up, explain that"?
Right. Do not suffer in silence, y'all. Do not suffer in silence. Do not suffer in silence. If you don't know, ask someone.
That's right. and I guess that's why Google is so popular, huh?
Yeah. Because y'all be asking Google, but we smarter than Google. We smart because we come from the car catalog days. So y'all you just use one reference. I'm so used to cross-referencing, to validate the truth. You just can't get it from one source.
Exactly. Multiple is the key. Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Reminder: the city council meeting is every Tuesday
at 2:00.
2:00 in the Civic Center.
Yes.
18 Farnham. Is that right?
That is correct. Absolutely. Okay. And it's on the legislative conference room, or that meeting room. You also see that same meeting room used for the county commissioners meeting. Same place.
Yep. The public is welcome. You can participate in the process. They have opponents and proponents.
Right.
I like that. Proponents.
Yeah.
So now proponent, that means you for, right?
Okay. Yeah. Opposition.
Okay. Yeah, we know we smarter than fifth grade around here. Yeah, without doubt. I don't know about preschoolers. Them preschoolers are real smart. They know about the crayon box.
So do we have any questions?
Actually, people just saying great morning, Councilwoman. Everybody just kind of like in what's the day? Today, Monday?
Monday.
Yeah, everybody's waking up, Councilwoman.
Yeah, just getting it, getting their eyes.
They just say good morning and all that stuff. Have a blessed week. All that stuff.
Back at you.
Yeah. Best regards, Councilwoman Johnson.
Thank you.
Great morning. Stand up. one love,
Right.
grand rising. People just are just happy to be alive today.
Exactly. So we are going to have something nice in the neighborhood, in the community. We're going to December the 1st through January 1st, right there at Sacred Heart.
Mhm.
24th, then I believe it's
Benny,
Benny.
yep.
Back in the day, Sacred Heart was known for during the holidays having holiday cheer lights
Okay.
adorned.
Okay.
Well, we're going to bring that back this year.
Good, good.
And then to tip it off for the new year, you know how the ball drops?
Mhm.
We're going to have the heart from the crane. On a crane, we're going to drop the heart at midnight
Oh,
on
that's
New
nice.
Year's Day.
Okay.
So that's something that's going to happen right here in North Omaha,
Great, great.
District 2, Sacred Heart.
Shouts out to the what's that? What is it? Heartland?
Heartland Ministry. They're
Yes.
also they're right there at the
Right
corner.
there. So they all part. No, what? They are you guys associated? The church and the.
I believe they
I
have
think
some
so.
affiliation.
Yes. So if and we talked about this earlier about not suffering in silence. So if you go to 24th and Benny, and they provide food 6 days a week.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
6 days a week. So no one in this community should be going hungry.
Right.
No
Now,
one.
while we're concerned about the vote, which
Mhm.
is very important, the holiday season is coming and it's upon us.
Right.
And during holiday time, that can be somewhat depressing, overwhelming, stressful, etc. We need to make sure that we are paying attention to our loved ones.
Mhm.
This is a time where we need to lift each other up and make sure that we do those wellness calls and visits and things of that nature.
Right down. I still cry because my mama is gone. Everybody handles grief differently. If you are having difficulties, if you want to talk to someone, 988, sponsored by Boys Town, you can call that number, and they can talk about anything you want to talk about confidentially. Um, we just want to let you know you are a very important person. You are a VIP, baby.
Mhm.
And so we all go through some, mental issues. Our mind is an organ, and sometimes
Mhm.
it does get injured, just like we injure our hamstring.
Right, exactly.
So we got to take time out to heal our mind also. So if you need someone to talk to, 988 is a number. But also if you need resources, and I tell this story all the time because my mama couldn't read and write. She depended on her neighbors
Right.
in her church. Shouts out to Great New Hope Baptist Church, Reverend Kelly, God rest his soul. My mama couldn't read and write, but the people that went to church with her, Miss Johnson and all them. I remember all those ladies that my mom used to hang out with.
Uh-huh.
They knew she couldn't read,
Right.
but they guided her, they loved her,
Right.
and that helped took care of our family indirectly.
Exactly. Right.
And so that's why I say, y'all,
Teamwork.
do not suffer in silence. So what they talk about you? They talk about Jesus. They still talk about Jesus.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
what?
That's just a part of the American fabric.
Without a doubt. So please do not suffer in silence, because that's a ripple effect. Now violence coming to the house. Now you're impatient with your children,
Yeah.
etc., etc. No. Let's talk good things. Let me do the gossip talking over here. You hear it over here.
Wow.
But let me do the gossip talking. Let me talk about people. I can handle it. God made certain people for certain things.
Right.
But we don't want you to suffer alone. We have too many children that need love, without a doubt. Councilwoman, anything else on the horizon?
Go out and vote if you've not already casted your vote. Please do so. Remember that November 5th, Tuesday, first Tuesday of the month in November, that's your very last day. The polls open at 8, they close at 8.
Without a doubt.
So make sure that if you have not already submitted your ballot, please go to the polls. Now, if you've already submitted a ballot or you made a request for early ballot, please understand that when you go to the poll, and the poll worker says that an early ballot was sent to your home, therefore you need to vote provisionally, that's on the up and up. That's on the up and up because the election commissioner's office has to verify whether or not you did send that ballot or you didn't.
Right.
Otherwise, you would possibly, there's the potential of voting twice
Right.
could occur. So they have to check those balances. So therefore they are asking you to vote provisionally so that they can quarantine that ballot to make sure that there's not another ballot
Right.
out there somewhere.
Right. So it's mainly so there's not a double vote based off people ignorance.
Because you might,
it might forgot about
or
it.
it may not have came in the mail.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So they
right.
don't want to rob you
Right.
of your vote.
Right.
But they also have to make sure that they're not counting your vote twice.
Right.
And so therefore the legwork when you go into at the location at the school or wherever you're going to vote, it's a little bit cumbersome because you got to do a little bit more paperwork, if you will, but nonetheless, it's necessary. And please keep that in mind when you go to the polls.
Okay, without doubt. Again, we just want to remind you that the Supreme Court passed or upheld the voters' decision to allow felons to vote. So if you are a felon, if you're off parole or probation, you're eligible to vote.
Right.
And so this Friday is the last day you can vote, register in person. You have to go to the county election office, whatever county that you're in. You have to go to your election office and register to vote in person. So if you have someone that's a felon in your family, let them know that they can participate in the voting process.
Right.
Judges are on the ballot, et cetera, et cetera. So we need to look at the whole system and those that's representing us.
And when you talk about judges, I know years past we as a community have we didn't really, again, that goes back to those special initiatives, those extra things that's on the ballot when you don't know, you should vote no. Well, the judges it's the similar, in my opinion, it's a similar situation. If you've not done the research to find out the historical significance of that judge,
right?
I mean, because
I mean they're affirmed. I mean, they really don't run for office. They just they're appointed by the governor, and then we affirm them every year.
Right.
So they don't really actually get out and advocate for their position, just like judges down south. Because when I'm down in Georgia or somewhere else, the judges are actually running for office.
Right. But in our case, the judges' performance are based upon what we research and find out about. So the onus is on us to do the research to see the track record of a judge.
Right. Poor people always talking about the criminal justice system, but we don't take advantage of our own rights by just registering to vote. Everybody only talk about the voting part by registering. No, you get to participate in the jury side also.
True. But now, if you have a driver's license, you are automatically part of the process in which you could be notified to play a role on a juror.
Oh, when did they change this?
This always been. If you fill out the application for your driver's license, yeah, you're in that hat. You may not be called, but you're in there.
Interesting. Okay, new knowledge. See, we never get too old to learn. But I thought you had to be a registered voter in order. That's the only way you can be on a jury. So as long as you are a registered citizen of Nebraska, because you get a license, so that means you're a registered citizen of Nebraska state.
Right.
That means you're eligible then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. New knowledge. So we need more of us still to register, because I think that gives you two opportunities for your number to be called. I know to be on a jury is random, but if we have more of us, then there's less of a chance they can weed us off of those juries.
But even if you are picked, let's assume you're picked.
Mm-hmm.
You go and they have an interview process. So
Mhm.
let's say they pick 50 people
Mm-hmm.
and they all arrive for jury duty, right?
Right.
For one case. They go through a process. They go, each juror, potential juror, is interviewed
Mm-hmm.
by both the
Defense and prosecutor.
exactly,
Mm-hmm.
and they get to, each one of those get to pick so many people on the juror
Right.
versus the other one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, based upon your answering of this interview, is how it's determined whether
Right.
or not you will play an active role, right?
Yep. Yep. I've participated in a juror. I was voted the foreman. It's mainly because of my experience as a probation officer. I'm used to court processes,
Mm-hmm.
and they felt more comfortable with me being in leadership. And I was only black juror amongst 12 white. And our trial was a guy molested a 4-year-old black girl,
Mm-hmm.
and he was found guilty. But that process is necessary so we can, take advantage of our full constitutional rights,
Right.
especially if we sign our boys up for selective service to die for America.
Right.
We should be, allowing them to have freedom of speech in America also.
Exactly.
So, Councilwoman, is there anything that we didn't discuss? Any legislation that we are focused on tomorrow? Anything that you need support on?
No, nothing out of the ordinary. But again, support. We need to support each other not only in city council but other ways. Collectively, we can do mighty things, but not singly can we do it. But collectively, we can accomplish mighty things.
Well, I know the national election is about to start and end on the 5th. And now the next election is the citywide election. So are you preparing for that process now, or have you already begun that process?
Well, of course, when you're in the seat, you're already thinking about that already, and things that you're doing daily is always geared toward that next term.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I've already thought about that and came up with some ideas and some things that I'd like to see happen in the future for Omaha,
Mm-hmm.
and more specifically North Omaha. So yes, I am thinking about it and also springing into action.
Okay, great. The Councilwoman comes in every Monday. So if you guys have any particular questions, you know, if you got any certain concerns in the community, there's a process where you can use a lot of stuff is going through the mayor's hotline as far as, issues in regards to their streets, lights. I know there's been some concerns of the lights that's been off on Ames Street.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we brought that to the councilwoman attention. I think the city has that on their radar. It was in the newspaper.
Right. We had
also-
a gentleman, one of the business owners. I want to say his last name is Jackson.
Mhm.
Anyway, he's next door to a Southern Spoon. He
Okay.
owns a business there. He was in the media a couple weeks ago, where he brought that back to the forefront of OPPD as well as the city. But a number of people has been discussing the lights on, lights off. But
Right.
through his efforts, we now know that the lights are based upon an automatic timer of some sort, and that timer was the faulty element in the process.
Okay. So they did find the issue or the
Right.
problem. Okay, cool. Because I mean, there was blocks of of no lights, and we're in the city. But our councilwoman only can get that news from you guys,
Right.
and so we have to be the conduit of information because she's not everywhere. I'm not everywhere. You're not everywhere.
Exactly.
so let's be realistic, and let's have a helpful attitude,
Right.
and dispersion situation that can be improved. So if it lights, maybe a park need to be whatever, such and such. We got to tell the city officials so they can put it on their radar.
Exactly. That's the only way things get fixed.
Right, without doubt. So we need to get out of this blaming mentality that we have. So quit blaming. Do something about it. You might have more knowledge on solving a problem than someone else that don't live in your neighborhood.
Right.
Let's be realistic, y'all. We say we're intelligent. We walk around with these smartphones, and y'all act ignorant. I mean, it's cool to be ignorant in some stance, but I'm ignorant in some things, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I'm seeking knowledge in my ignorance.
Right. That's important too.
Without a doubt. So I want to thank our councilwoman for coming in, spending some time with us this morning here at the Boss Morning Show. The Boss Grand Rising Show. See, we God and goddesses and things that we say mourning. I don't want nobody to mourn. We want nobody to mourn. Nah. We want you grand rise. We want you to be happy. And so we even change in our philosophy for our words because we know that our words manifest.
And they do.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
So we don't want we're not the mourners. So see, we trendsetters over here. Let everybody else follow. I know they don't want to give me no credit. That's all right. That's all right. God give me the credit.
Right.
Councilwoman, we appreciate you. Again, the council meeting is tomorrow, 2:00. It's also broadcast on channel 16, I think.
16 or 22?
Yeah, 22. Yep,
Okay.
22. My bad. Shouts out, Chris. It's going to be broadcast on channel 22. So, and it also, they allow the virtual audience to also dialogue at times. Is that right,
That's
Councilwoman?
correct. That is correct.
So the pandemic has created some good things in regards to those
access.
Yeah, yes. So you can't make a 2:00 meeting. No, you still can. You just go on your computer,
right,
and you can still do what you got to do and still be working.
Right. Absolutely.
So also for those that are sick and shut in, please do not suffer in silence. 211 is the number that you call for anything domestic, anything that you need domestically. Shouts out to the United Way for sponsoring that. So if you need anything, diapers, shelter, payment with your utilities or your rent, whatever you need, 211 will connect you with a nonprofit in this community that can help you.
Wow.
211, y'all. Not 911. That's for the emergency, but 211, anything domestic. Okay. So that's why I said, do not suffer in silence. If you need food, we got the Omaha Food Bank. That's one of my first seated jobs. As a youth, I worked for the Omaha Food Bank. Omaha Food Bank is still around. They've got a brand new facility.
Right.
Also
on 84th and L.
Yes. So there's food in this community, y'all. America produces so much food, but we waste it also.
True.
We're a wasteful country, y'all.
Well, thank you for having me, and I will see you guys next Monday.
Without a doubt. 8:00, y'all. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with y'all. No, actually, I'm about to get out of here. Support our sponsors. Again, felons can't vote. You'll be hearing some information on that. I want to thank all the candidates that have invested
their time
and their money to get your vote. Without a doubt. The councilwoman is also going to be advocating for your vote in the future, your support, your volunteerism.
True.
All the above. And if you need a sign in your yard, we'll get you all that stuff. So the city elections it's already here, y'all. I mean, y'all want to ignore it. People already came out. So I'm running for mayor. They haven't did a city council yet because they're trying to wait till the last minute. Yeah, they try to do a sneak attack. We know who you are.
Some of us like good communication.
Life in the city. Omaha, the Birds of Bluff. Today is Making Money Monday. We don't talk about the dollars or the cents. We talk about the behaviors that bring dollars and cents: bartering, collaborating, partnering, using consignment, saving, investing, and using the best system of them all, mutualism. It's a system where I need you and you need I. Omaha, the birds are blessed. We're just gonna go to some music.
All right.
Boss with us.
Hitting it like he Tyson. But you gotta know that they're just a metaphor, cause we ain't doing no fight. Even though it was right, I had counted it twice, cause this shit is very exciting. Ride around with a chopper, no lights, chopper, no lights. Stop. Hitting it like he Tyson. But you gotta know that they're just a metaphor, cause we ain't doing no fight. Even though it was right, I had counted it twice, cause this shit is very exciting. Ride around with a chopper, no lights. Fucking with Bodie, I'ma catch a body. Yeah. Chopper. Hitting it like he Tyson.